Stephen Breitbach from the Best Vibrance. I'm here with Dr. Bruce Lipton. Bruce, how are you today?
I am a happy guy, and I'm so happy to be here with you because I so appreciate the very valuable contribution you're providing our world. So thank you so much for that, Steve.
And Bruce, I think also, we talk about the programming. We get a lot of the programming from the culture, from the stuff that's being pumped out into the mass media that encourages fear. It encourages behaviors that are self-destructive in a way. The mass media tends to glorify these individuals who have, destructive lifestyles or unhealthy lifestyles, and that's what gets the attention. So if you're a young child or even an adult, you're surrounded in these messages. You have to be smart enough or wise enough to kind of tune that stuff out.
It's very hard because, as I said, look, the concept of being programmed was known by the Jesuits for 400 years. And when the church was no longer running society, the new people who took over, they didn't forget that at all.
No, they perfected it.
It's much better. And advertising is what?
Right.
Reaching not your conscious mind is reaching your subconscious mind. I think is not at the conscious level of what you see. It's engaging those programs that are operating 95% of the time under subconscious that are disempowering programs. So much of the advertising is totally disempowering. You're a victim. You can't take care of yourself. You need other things and people to take care of you, and all of a sudden there's market.
Well, in the aggregate, there's been trillions of dollars spent on how to manipulate the human mind to get it to do what anybody who wants to control the mind can get that result, and that's what advertising is. That's what we're. So we are victims of this. Being aware of it is part of the solution, and also being aware of what's being sold to you and what you're buying, and the foods that you're eating. Being aware of what's happening at the cellular level, and having a conscious awareness of that, I think, almost helps to break the programming, because, like you're saying, it's science, it's biology. You have amino acids, a broad range of amino acids in your bloodstream. Your cells are going to respond to that a lot better than they are eating refined sugars or something.
Well, yeah, because everything's based on the building blocks, and are you going to put in quality building blocks, or are you going to substitute in there materials that are not good quality? And the fact is, you say, it's very interesting, but this is where the mind comes in, because there are people that eat just garbage food and stay really healthy. And there are other people who go overboard, eat all the healthiest food in the world, and they don't get healthy.
Right.
And it turns out, because between that food and getting into the body, the nervous system is determining what are we building. Are we building a healthy body? Oh, well, then I need these healthy things. Let's take that out of the food. But if I'm building a body that's, designed from a bad program, that is a stressed out, toxic body, and I have good stuff in my gut, will my gut take that stuff up? Because biggest illusion that people have is you put something in your mouth that's in your body. I go, no, it's completely not in your body. And I say, look, if I could cut out the digestive tract, it's a tube, it's a pipe. If you shine a flashlight down this end of the pipe, it comes out the other end of the pipe. I go, when you put food in your gut, it's in the pipe. To get in your body, it has to come through the wall of the pipe, like seep through the wall.
That's
right. Well, what seeps through the wall is not by accident. The intelligence of the system takes in what it needs.
Exactly
if I'm building a healthy body, it's going to take in what I need, that's health. But if I'm going to build a sick body, well, for what reason? Because I'm looking for attention and love. Then I can take this garbage out here and we can build that body as well. So you're building really based on what your mind is, but it's most helpful is if your vision is to build a beautiful structure, then give it the building blocks. That's what you want.
Well, that's why I'm a huge proponent of bee pollen, because I believe that there's an intelligence in that substance that the bees have collected. They see the value in it. It's blooming from flowers that are nutritious. They collect it. It's in a microscopic form. They bring it together. They feed their colony on it. That's what they survive on.
Well, you see, this is really important because basically it says this. Why do you have a digestive system? To break down the stuff that you eat into necessary usable building blocks.
Right.
You go, well, it's real interesting because the digestive system in human, number one, is very short. For mammals, it's one of the shortest digestive systems. And what's relevant, the length of the digestive system is proportional to the ability to digest. The longer it is, the more effective it is, and that's why herbivores have these very large systems, because it takes a lot of energy to get the energy out of the food. And you get the human, it's got a very small tract, and it's like, well, how can it sustain itself with a small tract? Because it can't extract a lot of energy. And the answer is, if it can get high energy elements to begin with, and usable elements, then this is great. And that's why bee pollen, and another thing is like blue-green algae, very primitive.
Absolutely.
And the relevance is why? They don't have big digestive systems, so their nutrients have to be in a form that's like readily available. If I need
already
this,
there. It doesn't have to be broken down.
What's that?
It doesn't need to be broken down. It's already in its fundamental state.
And so anything you add to the system that doesn't have to be broken down, what have you done? You saved the system a lot of work, and you facilitated the ability to make available these elements, because if you have to digest them down, even in the digestion process, you could lose a lot of things. So by the ability of already being down into monomeric units, single amino acids, things like that, that is what's picked up by the body. They don't pick up peptides very easily. They break them down into the building blocks. So if you just add the building blocks, what have you done? You've enhanced, like super learning in the brain. This is super feeding in the digestive tract. Because
exactly.
It's like, take it right in.
So there you go, people. It's in the bee pollen contains the fundamental building blocks for nutrition and for the body. And it's already in its natural state. It's created by nature. It's microscopic. The body responds to it, and it builds up the cells, and those cells build strong tissue, and then builds strong organs, and the organism becomes much stronger and operating at a much higher level, and that affects the mind as well. The mind responds when the body is healthy, and the mind, it's holistic. So it actually, there's no difference between the mind, the body, and the soul. It's all one continuum.
Yes.
We create those distinctions. They're not really there.
Unfortunately, because then you emphasize one over the other, and it's like, you can't emphasize one over the other. They're all interconnected. You change one, you change the other.
Yeah, and it's all vibration. It's all operating on energy vibration.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Bruce, it's been a great pleasure and an honor to be talking to you. You're one of my heroes. I got to tell you, you are probably one of the most influential, forward-thinking people alive today.
On this telephone call. No,
on this telephone call.
No, there's two of us, and you are directly touching the minds, hearts, and digestive tracts of those people looking to evolve. So that's why my joy to be here with you, Steve, is that both of us are on a mission to say, listen, take power back, and there's a way of doing it mentally and nutritionally, and both of them should be fed with the best products.
That's right. Listen to Dr. Bruce Lipton. He is an amazing human being. I want to thank you again for being with me here on the Best Vibrance, Bruce. And you're welcome to come back anytime. I know your schedule is busy. You're here in Los Angeles, right, for the time being?
Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I can get you back on again.
That would be wonderful, Steve. We could do it again, because we only just scratched the surface a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we could have some great conversations and share that with a lot of people.
I look forward to that.
Fantastic. Well,
thank you, everybody out there. I also want to thank them very much for listening.
Absolutely. Bruce, thanks a lot, and I wish you have a great day today, and keep up the good work.
Thank you so much, Steve. We look forward to talking again. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.